Greetings and welcome to my World of Tanks video. This is What's New Tuesday for week 2 of the Allegiance season. So, which team are you choosing? Well, I chose Arnold. What can I say? But, yeah, there's a lot of good reasons to choose Mila. So, tomato. You got to make your choice. I went with it and I'm going to live with it. Now, let me show you some of the things that have presented themselves for us, shall we say. We got a free tank today, or you will get it once you play a game. Let's do it that way because that's what happens. You're going to get a free tank. It doesn't matter how terrible you play in that match or how well you play, you're still going to get that free tank. So we're waiting for this to go through its thing and give us our garage. Let's go while we're young. Oh, too late. Hooray! So this is the situation right now. There's different, whichever team you join, there's different rewards that you're going to receive based upon how soon your team hits certain number goals. That's was on the website. So let's go here. Right now, it's like 3-1 with Arnold over Mila. And the thing that's weird is that I'm shocked that you cannot switch. Like once the Arnold team hits the 8.5 million, it's a shocker that you can't switch to the other side and help the other team get there. It just seems kind of ridiculous to me, but hey, whatever. So let me show you this medium tank that we got. Or if you haven't played yet, you will get. No, that's not medium. There it is right there. T3 convertible. It is a medium tank. You know, it was pretty comparable in stats to the M3 medium, but it's just not short. So that's the thing just not tall. Sorry, it is short. It's shorter than the M3 medium, which you see right here. So this is the M3 medium. I'm sorry, M2 medium. This is a tier 3. It's why I keep saying it wrong. And this is the T3 convertible. So basically, this is the height differential is that this turret sits higher. You know, the shoulders where the turret, if you took the turret off of this tank, then they'd be the same height. Well, you know, whatever. So T3 convertible, you get this tank for free. It looks pretty good. You know, it has like decent stats. And let's go, whoops, wrong way, stupid. Let's go here first. Now we'll go here. You know, it's, what is it? Tank XP bonus is this killer. 160 for tank XP, which is terrific for operations or contracts. If you can use a tier 3 medium. 131 silver is kind of it's okay. You know, you're not going to get rich or anything playing this tank, but you could score on the tank experience. What else do we have? Well, let me show you in the store. One of the things we did not get the large boxes that they have on PC, which is very bizarre. Which is kind of good. It's good in a way because there's a lot of good stuff in there that would cost you a fortune. And you don't have to spend that fortune now. I would not recommend buying these. These are terrible. But that's just me. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, here we are on the news page of our game. Tanksmith key cards. Yada yada whoop-de-doo. So here we go. Tanksmith key cards. We'll look at these. What happens with these guys, yeah, they look festive and cool, etc., you know, but what you get is a bunch of garbage, in my personal opinion. You get, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different potential tanks. Now, that's cool, including there's a tier 10 tank you could get out of these cards. But what's the catch? Yeah, that's the best part. This is it, the Object 260 mod 1945. We scroll down here. This dude sells in the store. Not all the time. You know, it's available from time to time. 22,500. Yay us. If you get this, yay for you. That's awesome. But the negative part of this is that, here you go. This is it right here. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Let's show you this. This is a hideous assortment of postage stamp commanders. Those little cards where it just shows you the picture of their face. A lot of hideous things. Hey, if you like this stuff, man, more power to you. If you want international Christmas-related postage stamp commanders for your tanks, then it's awesome. If you don't want those, like me, then I don't care about them. Now, it'd be great to have, you know, this, I guess that's Père Noël for a French Santa Claus for a French tank. That'd be fantastic. Okay, Mrs. Claus. Who could hate Mrs. Claus, right? I actually have that blue elf Santa looking guy. His name was Guiazdor. He's just a Christmas elf or whatever. Nutcracker, can't go wrong there. You know, the Ebenezer Scrooge, etc., fine. That floats your boat. Goofy elves do nothing for me. We got Snow Monster for free. Yeah, mediocre. If you had a 3D Snow Monster, I'd be interested. Okay? A bunch of this stuff. We got this in the season. Krampus, the 2D, trash. I hate it. Not good. Sorry. Gotta be honest. Yeti, man, you give me a 3D Yeti with that Christmas Santa Claus cap, I'm in. All right? I don't want these 2D garbage commanders. I'm sorry, that's what I think they are. If you like those, that's fantastic. And there's some nice ones. Okay? Ghost of Christmas Future looks cool. Ghost of Christmas Past, Ghost of Christmas Present. You know, that's all good. I'm not against them in general, but some of these are just hideous. Okay? Now, I mean, we have the Gingerbread Man, or at least I've already unlocked the Gingerbread Man. He's fine. No problem. Boy, a 3D Gingerbread Man might be cool. I don't know. Man, that might be a reach. Jack Frost 3D would be awesome. Man, you give me a Frosty the Snowman 3D, we're in business, okay? 3D Santa Claus speaks for himself. How you don't have this is beyond me. But what do I know? I'm just a regular guy. So, Tanksmith cards? No, and I'm going to show you why. Let's go back. All right. Yeah, it went all the way back, you jerks. So let's go back here again. Now I'm going to show you what the payouts are for these Tanksmith cards and why I say tanks, but no tanks. Although there are actual tanks. Here you go. Here's the drop rates. This will be exciting. Well, not really. Look at that. 2D Standard Commander plus 100 gold, 69%. Same thing, Commander plus 200 gold, 20%. 300 gold, 10%. Now, when you do the math and compare this, make this is not apples to apples. Against blue cards, what happens is, what you would do if you bought a 10-card pack, you're basically going to average 7 of the regular Commander plus 100 gold for 700 gold. You're going to average 2 of the 200 gold cards with the Commander for 400 gold, which is 700 plus 400 is 1100, and you're going to average one of the 300 golds. So that's 1400 gold plus your commanders, all right? Plus free experience, which is great. Don't, you know, I'm not saying it's not great. But if you just bought 10 blue cards, you get 1500 gold. You're going to get 100 more gold. Now, in the blue cards, you're going to get 0 commanders. So if you like these commanders or want to gamble that you're going to get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 that you like, fantastic. By all means, this will be terrific for you. If, like me, you couldn't care less about 2D commanders, except for a handful, but I'm not going to gamble to get Mrs. Claus, etc., then I say big time negatory. I would just rather buy blue cards myself personally. And then there's the wild card, which is the 1%, which means 1 out of 100 cards will have a tank. And the tanks are good tanks, all right? They're all good tanks. They're all tier 8s, except there's that one tier 10. And there might be a tier 9. No, they're all tier 8s. You know, I have the Model 58 light tank from France. So I have that. It's terrific. So the rest of these tanks, I don't have them, but I've seen them in battle, so they must be good. Tier 8 mediums and tier 8 heavies, which is fine. Plus, again, the prize of the prizes is the Soviet tier 10 Object 260. That would make it more than worth your while. But the problem is, there's, I think, 9 tanks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 9. Let's assume that they're all equally random. So basically speaking, the chances of you getting that Soviet tier 10 or actually any one of those specific tanks would be all the same. 1 card out of 900 will have the specific tank you would want. Let's say it's the top one, the American tier 8 Vengeance. There's a 1 in 900 chance you get it. That's the reality. It's 1%, so that's 1 out of 100 has a tank. Of those tanks, 1 in 9 has whatever tank you want, which really it's the tier 10 Soviet. So it's 1 out of 100 multiplied by 1 out of 9. 1 out of 900 is the answer. Okay, it's a simple, basic algebra probability. So if you want to go take your shot on that Soviet tier 10, and like I said, if you like those Christmas commanders, those cards are awesome. If you would like to go and collect those, that's fantastic. It just does not appeal to me. So I'm not telling you not to get them. I'm just telling you what I care for. I just honestly don't care for those at all. But if you like those and want those commanders, then by all means jackpotto, because it's actually a good deal compared to blue cards if you want the commanders. Some people just hate vehicle boosters. That's really the main thing you get from the blue cards, for example. But in the blue cards, you get a 10% chance of a tank. So essentially speaking, let's say you bought 3 of the 30 packs of the Tanksmas cards. That's 90 cards. You basically got a 1 in 10 chance of pulling a tank. It's a 10% chance you'll get it. That's 90 cards. So, well, yeah, right? 33 of those 30 cards packs would be 90 cards. You might get a tank. It's close. It's going to be real close. But that's 30 packs you're going to have to buy to get 1 tank. Yeah, whatever, dude. It's not really a great deal. But unless you enjoy those, then it's fantastic. So it just all depends on your personal situation of what is floating your boat. So here's the other part. Let's go here and check this out, and I'll show you. This is where you have the info about, the Arnold and Mila comparison for what's available. That's the tank with the Arnold camouflage, I guess, skin. Not really camouflage, but the Arnie 3D Commander speaks for itself. Her 3D Commander you can buy in the store right now. For some reason, you can't buy the Arnold. But I think on Team Arnie, he's unlockable as we go through. Okay, this is her stuff. Now, I saw the Arnie. Where the heck is that at? I don't know. Maybe over here. Let's look and see. Let me see. Yes, that was also weird. On the PC, this Iron Arnie was only, I think, a tier 8. But here it's a tier 10. Kind of bizarre. So it makes it better for us in that regard. Because we, get a tier 10 and they didn't. So that is the thing that's kind of odd. There we go. There's the rewards. Okay, here we go. So basically speaking, blah, blah, blah. 1 million. We're going to hit this, no question. Now, the thing that's really important, as the Team Arnold point scoring increases, it gets to where it starts mattering here. At 7 million, we're going to get you'll get the 2-dimensional postage stamp Arnie Commander with a classified card, which is 10% a tank. You never know. Now, in the PC, the large boxes they had, which were light cards, but they weren't cards, theirs were the Arnie tank was in there that you could randomly win. Here, you don't have that opportunity. You have to buy it outright. So the smart move is you got to wait because it drops in price as the score increases. But remember, that classified card is a 10% chance. I call it a tank lottery card. 10% chance of getting the tank. You never know. Okay. This is the butt kicker. 8.5 million, you get 60% discount on the M47, which is about 9,100 gold for that tier 10, which is a good deal. Okay, now, remember, if you paid for the season, as you should if you're watching this video, we're going to get another different tier 10 as part of that payment. And if you pay 2,000 regular, you get that tank. Or if you paid 6,000 for ultimate, you're going to get that tank. So for me, I'm almost assuredly going to buy the Iron Arnie tank when we get to the 60% discount, because I don't pay full price for tanks. Okay, I just don't. So, and that is the M47. So all this stuff here, the Arnie Maniac camo / skin, whatever, dude. If that floats your boat, great. I'm not going to put that on my tanks. It looks kind of stupid. All right? That's just me. The emblem is much better. So I would expect within 10 days. I mean, come on. These guys around here, they're freaks. So the Team Arnie guys are going to, I would say today is the 13th, right? Let me see. 14th. Oh, 13th, right? Today's the 13th. So today's the 13th. Yes, I think we're going to get the 60% discount on the Iron Arnie with the free Arnold Schwarzenegger Commander 3D. All right, we're going to get that Commander and get the discount by Christmas for sure, which is 12 days. So, 13 days. It's today plus 12 more. So I'm sure this is going to happen. The Mila is going to take longer, but I mean, we'll probably get there too. So, it's the same thing. Where is hers? Okay, hers are, there we go. Here's her rewards. This is also important. You get basically the same stuff, except that her skin / camo is like green and purple stuff. blah, blah, blah. Same exact card and commander. And then, of course, her 3D hero if you're on Team Mila. And the 60% same discount on the Iron Arnie tank. Now, and if you don't know, the Iron Arnie tank was the tank he drove when he was in the Austrian military. So this is the whole thing really for us. Tanksmith cards, great if you like those commanders. If you don't like those commanders like me, I'm not buying any of those. I'm not interested in those at all. I would just rather go with blue cards and take my luck, because that 1% tank is that's terrible. That to me is just a terrible offer. It's not worth the chase, any of those tanks. I mean, would it be nice to have that tier 10 Russian? Of course it would be, but no thanks. So I'm saying no to the Tanksmith cards. It was very disappointing. But I was hoping that we were going to get the large boxes, which they had a lot of good stuff in there. But to compensate that, the reasons why it was so attractive for the PC is the Arnie tank was in there as one of the top prizes. There were 5 top prizes in there that you could get. Let me show you, in fact. Where is it at? There we go. We'll show this at the end, which is fine. So let's look here. All right. These are the dudes that I thought we were potentially getting. It seemed like we were going to get those. But they shafted us. And for some reason, my screen went blank. This page is having a problem. You stink, you jerks. I don't know what happened. I did refresh it. Let's try it again. All right. So, and they had a really great animation when you open the box, and it had the gold sparkles, etc., etc. And it's KO'd again. Oh, no, it isn't. There we go. So, this was the thing, that there were 5 tanks that were in there. The AMBT, which is in the store right now, the Iron Arnie, there was a French light tank tier 9, and there was a Vipera, and then something else which escapes me. I can't remember what it was, but those were prizes in these boxes, which were like the Tanksmith cards or the blue cards. But we're not getting this apparently, because it was really bizarre, because it's like almost, they've had them on PC for 2 weeks basically. And if we got those today, we'd be 2 weeks behind them. Screwed. They had some other stuff in the garage. It was whatever. It was a bunch of weird stuff, kind of a clubhouse deal. And indirectly, it's good that we don't have to worry about that, because that was going to be a nightmare. It would be fun for some people, but a nightmare for other people. So whatever on that. Basically speaking, we got cards that are inferior. Like I said, I would just buy blue cards. Buy a 30-pack of blue cards. It's 10%. So your odds there, you're gambling. They're all this is gambling. You're going to get, though, 10% on average. So basically a 30-card pack is going to normally give you 3 tanks. So look at the payout and see what you get. But that covers the things that I thought you need to know about what's new Tuesday. So in closing, this is the T3 convertible, the brand new tank I got today in the garage with all the Christmas festivities stuff, etc., etc. So, play your game, get your tank, and have some fun. And hopefully the stuff I did will help you guys out. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. I'll see you guys in the next video.